Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's up, y'all? What is going on? What is good? I I actually I just got off the phone with the bank. It's like the second time today I've been on the phone with the bank. Let's see. I just got this online transaction. Are you guys there? Say what's up. What's up? What's up, Alex? What's going on, man? Crap. Well, I gotta do this while I'm on live stream with you guys. Pull out my card and I gotta pay for something. Sorry guys. I gotta do this because I feel so bad, but like I literally have to do this because if I don't, the price is gonna change. No big deal. I'll be done in a second. I just gotta enter my credit card number and then enter my address. My address? What address am I gonna enter, right? I actually gotta go look through my list and I don't remember the zip code. What is up, everyone? I'm sorry that my live stream is starting off like this. I'm over here all like doing stuff. What was your favorite Manolo job? My favorite Manolo job was the Papa John's pizza delivery, and I'll explain to you why that was. Because you got cash tips as you're working, and some of the pizza restaurants, some of the managers will hook you up with pizzas and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. I gotta make sure I don't flash my card on my live stream, because then people will figure out a way to steal out of my money. Okay, what address did I use? Ooh, look at that. It was the last one that was copied. So what is going on? So what do you guys think about this whole Uber thing? Uber literally killed someone. Like the company did. I mean, you guys think that the driver did? What up, Jermaine? Got my boosted board yesterday. Now it's raining. This rain is driving me insane. Like, that's what this is all about. Like, this rain is so driving me insane. I'm gonna read all the comments, but like, I gotta freaking do this message. This is really important what I'm doing right now. Hope I'm not losing my mind, but like, I'm doing it again, y'all. You guys are gonna see next week. Let's see, state, California, confirm and pay. Yeah, that should be good. Let's see. Updating. Interesting. I'm still getting this verification. Sorry, guys. This should go through. Like, this should not be blocking me. I'm trying to buy something online. Yes, it just went through because I just got a message from my bank card. And I don't have a credit card, too. Like, I lost my credit card like 2 weeks ago, and they still haven't mailed me another card. You guys have my undivided attention right now. Yes, you do. Let me go up and read some comments. I feel like this is like a horrible way to start a live stream, but things happen, things happen. Are you working today? So I was going to go out and work like tonight, but then it started raining. Like, I was on a skateboard. I have the extended range battery here, have another battery in my backpack. I have another extended range on the way. So I was gonna go out and work, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Buying coins. Right now I'm not buying any coins, I'm just holding coins. I bought some Facebook today because if you guys don't know, Facebook has been kind of down the past couple of days. It dropped quite a bit yesterday. What up, Bob S? What up, Johnny Seed? Let's go back up. That was one of my favorite ones aside from the food job work a few weeks ago. Oh, so they still have the Papa John's pizza deliveries on Manolo. Guys, I'm like really sorry that I haven't been like uploading videos, but like you guys gotta forgive me. Like Santa Barbara, I got caught in so much rain. Like, it's been raining pretty much half of the days I was there. So I wasn't out like running around making videos, and I don't know. There was a lot I could have showed you guys about Santa Barbara, but to me, like, Santa Barbara is different because like I lived there for so long. So I'm kind of like, I don't really want to show it. It's just like me going to Memphis and showing Memphis to you guys. Like, I'm not so into showing you guys Memphis. It's because I've lived there. Like, I grew up there and stuff. And I spent so much time in Santa Barbara, and I just wasn't like making any videos. Whoops. You make me want to start streaming, but I don't have a huge audience like you. But oh yeah, I wish I still had a Google Plus account because I could we could like literally we could have a Google Hangout so we could do a live stream that way. But my Google Plus account was deactivated. Have you ever heard of Food Jets? I have heard of Food Jets. Gosh, so you guys want to know what I just did? I just booked a flight. I just booked a flight, yo. Got literally, I kind of did not want to say this part in the video. I did not want to say that I'm back in San Francisco, but I'm back in San Francisco. Back in San Francisco. And yeah, I booked another flight. I just did it like right now. Let me make sure it went through, like everything was cool. It's like still being processed. Like it's still like, what's going on? Finish to where this trip is gonna be a little bit different. Why is it taking so long? I'm not getting a confirmation email on my computer, but I'm not supposed to because that takes about 4 hours. Vintage Hotel, no, I'm not Vintage Hotel. I'm gonna surprise you guys. I'm gonna surprise you guys. I'm not gonna say where I'm gonna go because I wanted to sort of be a surprise. Any new making money apps? So tomorrow I'm gonna film a video. Now, this is one thing I can talk to you guys about before I film this and then before I release it. So I know a lot of people are anti-Uber right now. A lot of people are like, don't drive for Uber, don't drive for Uber, don't drive for Uber, don't drive for Uber. Well, tomorrow I'm actually gonna go out and drive for Uber. But I'm gonna like film this other service that you can use to drive for Uber. This other service that I'm gonna go out and film for tomorrow, this is a game changer, yo. Like, this is for real a game changer. And I'm not gonna say too much more. I don't know like how effective it is because like I said, I haven't tried it out. But tomorrow I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna vlog it. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be, I can't wait for tomorrow. Like if it rains all day tomorrow, like I won't ride the skateboard and I'll be totally cool with that. But for Uber, I'm gonna be doing some pretty cool things tomorrow. And that's kind of all I wanna say. I don't know, you guys probably, if you live in the Bay Area, you maybe you got an idea what I'm talking about. I'm surprised they don't have this in LA. I'm pretty sure that they could have this in LA like really easy, but I think they're still testing it out. Say it, please. Okay, so basically, what I was gonna do is I was gonna sign up with Getaround and like use Getaround for Uber. Now I bet you guys are wondering, so why haven't you done this in the past? Well, I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, but like I don't know, I just haven't found the information online. And today when I went Google search, I found how to do it, and it's actually really simple, and that's what I'm gonna make the video talking about, to teach everyone how to do it. But I believe it's only gonna work for the Bay Area, which kind of sucks. Like I wish it worked in other markets because other people could try it. And I think that Getaround is gonna be great because if it rains tomorrow, I can just rent a car and just drive when it's raining, and then when the rain stops, like I can like turn the car back in and be back out on my skateboard. And you also don't have to pay for gas, so it's pretty sick. I've seen people do that and wondered about it. I drive my 2013 Prius. Yeah, people definitely do it. The Chicago Boosted Group are in San Francisco right now until Wednesday, I think. If you know the Ambassador Joe. Whoa, so the Boosted Crew is in San Francisco right now? They're here until Wednesday? Isn't Wednesday tomorrow? Isn't Wednesday tomorrow? I can't believe they're in San Francisco. Like, no one comes to San Francisco. Yo, what up, Lynn? Thanks for the super chat. Thanks a lot for that super chat. That's weird. Like, no one comes to San Francisco. Like, I've noticed recently that Like none of the LA people come up here and ride. Like I didn't want to say anything, but I've noticed that like, no one comes to SF. Like everyone goes to like LA. Like I go to LA a lot because LA is fun to ride. I don't know. I kind of get it. SF is a whole other beast. Been putting 4K a month miles on it so far. It'll be a good option. You're putting 4K a month miles on what? On your boosted board? That's crazy. I don't know. You'd be doing 100+ miles a day. Too many hills. Okay, I agree. It is a lot of hills. Man, honestly, the best city to ride in is New York. Like that is the best city. By far, like by far. But you can't ride in New York all year round. I guess you can. So is the connection good right now? Is the internet connection good? It should be like on point because it's like literally the fastest connection I can get. Have you ever thought about getting a custom e-board? I'm glad you brought that up. So I was thinking about building a trampoline, and I would, basically buy all the parts and build a trampoline. And this could be something that I could put all on the boosted board channel that I have that I do nothing with. So I thought about doing that. And then after looking at some of the LA boosted board riding, the boosted board riding groups, after looking at some of their photos, I've noticed that a lot of people in their groups have the boosted box on their boosted board. So I'm thinking about just getting a boosted box on my boosted board because with the extended range battery and the boosted box, I think you can go about 18 miles. And 18 miles is pretty freaking decent. Does anyone know how long does it take the boosted box to charge? I know you just charge it with just the boosted board charger. I'll give you my code for the boosted box. Oh, you got like an affiliate link or something? For real? I need to be up on that game, yo. Affiliate link. Yeah, I need some affiliate links so I can freaking travel, yo. Keep traveling. Well, I'm gonna travel next month. But what's up with this thing? It didn't like go through. I need to charge my phone. My phone is dead. Maybe it'll show up. Alright, maybe not. It's not showing up, so I don't know what that means. And I'm in the middle of a live stream, so I can't. Oh, it just says your reservation is being processed, but it's been saying that for 12 minutes or 10 minutes or something. Do you think it's worth to move to the Bay Area this summer to drive for Uber or Lyft? Okay, I'm gonna just talk about something right now. Maybe I should probably make a video talking about this in the future, but I'm actually not because I don't even want to talk about it. The problem with the Bay Area that I've figured out is you can make a lot of money, but you have to constantly work because you're gonna have so much money going out. Like that's why if you guys haven't noticed, that's why I'm not here all the time because it costs so much money to be here. Like literally, it costs so much. Like I feel like I spend more just like in Santa Barbara. I wasn't spending like hardly any money, but also I will say this: Santa Barbara is kind of like to be honestly. Santa Barbara is boring, yo. Like it is. It's freaking boring. Like I was there for more than 10 days, and I thought, yo, I'm like bored. And I, believe it or not, I cooked like so many meals because there's just not a lot of like vegan spots and restaurants are like far away. And I did a lot of cooking there. Like Santa Barbara was a super cheap trip for the most part. And it rained majority of the time, so I was there. Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the super chat. Do you ever do Lyft? And if not, why? So the reason why I don't do Lyft is because I don't really like, it's kind of interesting, like all these other apps that I use all the time, like all these other apps I use all the time, but I don't use Lyft. I don't know, I kind of have bad experiences with Lyft. It just seems like a lot of like little snobby, like, stuck up people, like, Lyft seems more of a techie. It seems like more of a techie crowd than Uber does. You know, like I I don't know. It just seems like it. I don't know. Last time I drove for Lyft, I would just meet more snobby clients, like with Lyft. Like I would just meet like these females that are just like, just like, just I don't know. That was 2 years ago. Like I haven't driven for Lyft in so long, and I just kind of like the whole Uber clientele. Like I don't know. I just like the black app versus the pink, Lyft thing, and I figured I just sort of game the system more in Uber. I don't want to say game the system, but I like just figured out like the hot spots more on Uber, and I figured out more things on the Uber platform than I have on the Lyft platform. Maybe Uber makes it that way so that I don't know. I that's a good question. Like, why don't I talk about Lyft? Like, I'm just not really a big fan of Lyft. I'm not sure if the extended range version is on. I said Jermaine's in the house. What you out? That's me. I'm back. I'm back in the house. Yo, I'm back here. I can turn my brightness up. I was looking like super dark on the screen. What is else? I mean, I want to change. Like, I want to try something else, but at the same time, more people have heard of Uber. More people know of Uber. And the reason why more people know of Uber and the reason why more people have heard of Uber is because of all the negative publicity. Less people have heard of Lyft. Like if I go and travel outside of this country and just start asking random people in cities, not just like in the middle of a farm, but like in cities, if I ask them, have you ever heard of Uber? And if you ever heard of Lyft, chances are way more people are gonna say they've heard of Uber just because of the negative publicity. Because of the negative publicity, because of the driver protest, people know of Uber. That's advertisement that Uber did not have to pay for. Advertisement costs a lot of money, yo. Like, companies pay billions and billions of dollars to get their name out there. And Uber gets their name out there for negative things, Driver getting killed, driver killing someone else walking down the street, driver tells some woman to get out of my car, like, you've seen all those freaking videos, passenger steals $5 from a driver, like, that's how Uber gets popular, and all that's free, like, that's free, yo. People don't get that, people don't see that, but it's kind of hard to see. Lyft, yeah, I know Lyft is only in the U.S. You're right, that's very true. But aren't they in Canada? Didn't they expand to like one other country? So far for the estimated times for the booster box, it says an hour. What's that? Oh, it's an hour. So does that charge the booster box and the other battery? Because when I checked on their website, it said that you could charge the booster box and the booster board battery with the booster board charger. Like you can charge both. But I'm trying to figure out like how long does that take? Because since I have two boards, that wouldn't be a bad idea to put the booster box on one of my boards and then have another board without the booster box. But honestly, like I'm not really riding that much anymore. Like I'm not like even with the extended range battery, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. With this extended range battery, it hardly ever goes all the way down. Like I don't ride that much because I guess because of the weather lately, it's been freezing. Not freezing, but it's been cold lately, and then we've been having a lot of rain. Like I hardly ever like lately. I haven't been draining the battery. I haven't been riding that much, and it looks like I won't be riding that much next week either. If this whole thing went through, this is your reservation still being processed. Like for real. I mean, I need a confirmation now. I mean, did it go through? No, it did not go through. It says it's still processing. And also the money was taken out. I'm gonna go check my bank account and see. But it's gonna say pending, of course. Gosh, I've been on the phone with the bank like 3 times today. I have so many problems just like buying stuff like on the internet. Like I don't know why. Like I'll buy something and it'll say you have to call the bank to verify. And I'm like, really? That ain't even right, yo. Why I gotta call the bank all the time to verify? Like, that's why we need Bitcoin to take over. Because Bitcoin would be legit, yo. You would have to call the freaking bank. You know, it's like raining like crazy outside. But the board is heavy. Does Boosted sponsor you? No, Boosted doesn't sponsor me. They don't. Like, I don't know. They only sponsor like Stanford dudes. You gotta be on that level to get sponsored by Boosted. You can't just be like some dude that like rides Boosted boards all day. Like, you gotta have a life and just ride your Boosted board like, 1 to 2 to 3 miles a day. I ride my Boosted board like all day, every day. Like, I'm not sponsored material, for real on that. Getaround is dope. I wish I could get the extended range battery. Spend too much on the board. So I just got another extended range battery today. Hopefully it comes tomorrow. That would be cool if it comes tomorrow. But then if it rains tomorrow, it doesn't really matter if the extended range comes. 12 miles. You don't get 12 miles. I get 9 miles on my extended range. Not that it matters, but are you gay? Am I gay? One of those questions. What's the range with the extended range battery? It says 12 miles, but that's if you are, in the slowest mode, and people don't ride on the slowest mode, yo. Like, the slowest mode will drive you insane because you don't have braking. I mean, you have braking, but the braking is not that strong. But if you have a YouTube channel, then they could sponsor you. It doesn't exactly work like that. I don't think they sponsor anyone. I think the only people they sponsor are the ambassadors. The only thing the ambassadors get is a free Boosted board, which would be cool, but you just get a free Boosted board. And, they get T-shirts and stickers and stuff like that. But I don't really. And another thing, if you get sponsored by Boosted, this is one reason why I don't want to get sponsored by Boosted. If you get sponsored by Boosted, they're going to expect that you don't talk about any other electric skateboards. They're going to expect that you only talk about Boosted and you praise Boosted. So if you ever have any problems with your Boosted, I don't know. I would imagine that they probably wouldn't want you to just go out and say it on the internet, Like, I'm, that's kind of how it works. Like, when you have a sponsorship, like, you don't just, I don't know. Let me read another comment. I hate Uber, man. Why is everybody hating on Uber, man? Uber, man, this channel is growing like crazy. Like, I wish I could get 1 million views in a month. Like, that's like a goal I've been working on. Like, I don't care about 100,000 subscribers. I don't care about all that. Like, that's just a number for other people to see. But I really want to hit 1 million views in a month. Like, that means way more to me than 100,000 subscribers. Because you can have 100,000 subscribers, but that doesn't mean they're watching. But if you're getting 1 million views a month, you're starting to begin to say something. I mean, 1 million views a month, like, that's, the watch time on that has got to be ridiculous, I'm speaking in YouTuber language now, my bad. Yo, thanks a lot for the super chat. You get hitting me up with these super chats. Have you ever watched Brian is Driving? The guy went from 400K subs in less than a year, and he kind of Brian is Driving? You mean Ryan is Driving? I've watched that guy's channel, and for an Uber driver to get 6 million views on an Uber video in 5 days, and the only thing you're doing is driving, and you're not even really talking to the camera. I scratch my head about that. Like, I really do. And another thing I scratch my head about is, how come that video doesn't show up like #1 when you type in Uber? Like, it just seems 6 million views in 5 days. Like, that seems really fishy. In his videos, it's just him, and it's just like a college guy. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's called Ryan is Driving. He's like a college dude, and he just drives around and picks up like college girls for the most part. And they just have like normal conversations, and it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just basically what it is he's just filming the rides. And I don't know where I think it's in California, but he's just filming the rides, and it just gets like millions of views. Like, I don't get it. Like, it doesn't seem right to me. Like, no. Like, maybe they're all watching in India. But who would actually watch that, though? Do any of you guys watch those videos? I mean, there's some Uber subscribers on here. Do you guys watch those videos? Because a lot of you guys are diehard Uber, people. And if you never heard of this guy, none of the other YouTubers have ever like talked about him. The other rideshare YouTubers talk about him. So I kind of feel that, like, I don't want to say he bought his views, because buying that many views would actually cost quite a bit of money. I don't use Uber, actually. I'm getting ready to hire someone to smack me. Yeah, I don't get that, dude. Like, it's just something about it. And then another thing that's just really unusual about his videos, he has no links. He has no links. Like, if you are getting that many views, like, if you're getting 6 million views on a video, do you know the conversions on that? Like, 6 million views, like, you could be making some serious money off of links, like off of just Amazon. Like, just Amazon. Like, not even, you could probably make a lot of money off of Uber links too, but just Amazon, you can make way more money than what YouTube would pay you. But for some reason, like, I got a feeling that he doesn't even monetize his videos. Because he would literally make a killing off of 6 million views. Like, it's definitely something fishy there. And once again, like, you've never heard any other rideshare YouTuber ever say a word about him. You've never heard Uberman say anything about him. You never heard of the rideshare professor say anything about him. You never heard of anyone else say anything about him. So I think he could be buying his subscribers. No, he could be buying his own. He does. You think he does buy his subscribers? It's just something fishy about that. Like, I mean, even with killer SEO, like if you use TubeBuddy, TubeBuddy will allow you to. Yeah, TubeBuddy will allow you to see what tags another YouTuber that they're using on their videos, and that's a way for me to like go and like look at another YouTuber and see like what tags are they using. And on his tags were not even really that. They were not even that like. Not really out of the ordinary. They're not really popping at all. I don't even think he had that many tags on his videos, which is something else that's kind of interesting too. Drive Girl Drive is fine as hell. I haven't followed her in so long. What is she talking about? Is she talking about crypto now? I heard that she was gonna get involved in crypto, and I was like, that figures. I want to look her up on YouTube because I haven't seen her channel in a while. Drive Girl Drive. I put driver. Yeah, let's see what she's talking about. Drive Girl Drive. Oh, she's got some videos up. Oh yeah, rest in peace, woman killed by Uber driver. Oh yeah, of course. Like she's a woman, like she's gonna capitalize on that. That's hella smart. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, I can't wait till this live stream is on. I can't wait to watch some of these videos. For real? Dude, is this what she's doing right now? I guess it's not a grandma after all. Dude, like, is she like making videos talking about that? Oh dang, I was so gonna make a video reviewing the Maven electric car. Like great, like I don't even have to even deal with Maven. Like they're emailing me back and forth and like it was we just had a hard time trying to email one another. And I'm just like, look, forget it, I don't even wanna do it anymore. But she did it. She didn't get that many views on it. I mean she got views on it, but I probably would have got way more views. Uberman, simple drivers, sellouts, inspired by, what does it say? Oh gosh, I don't want. Oh my gosh, she is such a copycat. She is sitting in her little office just like the simple driver is. I mean, my bad. Like, I don't want to say she's a copycat, but like never mind. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. I'm not trying to hate because if I like, she gonna be making a video talking about me. Jermaine Ellis is so fake. Go ahead, make one talking about me. I'll make one fucking talking about you too. What else is going on here? I mean, let's go to the comments. Let's see what people are saying. They trolling. You know, honestly, like I see what a lot of these Uber drivers are doing. Like every time something in the news happens with Uber, they just make a video and they get paid, right? Because if you use the word Uber in SEO, you can make more money. So I'm gonna start doing that, yo. Like every time something goes on with Uber, I'm gonna start making a video. Uber hits a lady and kills, like, well, I don't wanna be like that, but you know what I mean? Like, whatever happens with Uber, I'm just gonna be like, yo, Uber this, Uber that, Uber this. So everyone will go watch, because that's what all these other YouTubers do. Like, I'm for real, like, they just make videos. Because, like, right now, probably Uber is the hottest thing to talk about. Because crypto is like, it is like, it's dead, so no one's talking about it. Oh, wow. So she's trying to go after people. I don't know. I don't really care. Like, I don't want to even really get involved. Like, I don't want to. Because, like, every dude likes her for some reason. Like, so many dudes like her. Like, I remember in one video I said something like, I ain't gonna say what I said, but I had people saying like, don't talk about her, like don't talk about her, like, and I'm like, really? Like, y'all like her that much? I'm like, my bad, I ain't gonna say nothing. But I haven't seen her channel in a minute. Yeah, I mean, you start back doing some of these clickbait videos, yo. Don't diss crypto, it's not, I'm not dissing crypto, I still got crypto. My bad. Y'all keep this stream going. Like, I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. I want to see some of these videos. She about to get some YouTube red on her. Cause I want to watch some of these. Simple driver, too much fucking math. Too much math? Like, for real? Any boosted crashes lately? No, not any that are like, not any that are too bad. No. I haven't been riding that much. So the simple driver, is that the person, is that the dude? But see, the thing is, like, is he pushing it, like, or what? How I made over $100,000 with Uber. Well, duh, you did it with Uber driver referrals. Like, so many of us can make videos talking about how they made $100,000 off of Uber, but the reason why they don't do that is because that would be very misleading to Uber drivers, because you ain't an Uber driver, you are an Uber promoter, which is very different. My bad. I'm pretty sure he was not out driving, yo. Like I haven't even watched his video, but I know for sure he did not drive $100,000 worth of Uber, because who drives $100,000 worth of Uber? And especially in Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, you can buy a house in Atlanta for like $100,000, right? I mean, yeah, that's not bad. I mean, I'm being sarcastic. You literally cannot buy a house in Atlanta for $100,000, but what I'm saying is, it's a whole lot cheaper to live in Atlanta than it is, California. I mean, it doesn't seem. I don't know. Well, I gotta look at his latest videos. So he's making hella money off of WordPress too. Like, that's a big thing. But his video right there did not rank so good. It's crazy because you can kind of look and see. Yeah, his video did not rank that good. I can tell by the length of the video and the amount of subscribers and the amount of time that it's been online, it just didn't rank good. But that's just how it is. You make videos and sometimes they do better than others. What are your thoughts on the boosted V3? Yo, is it out? Is the V3 out? I really like the way that Uberman is going. I like the way Uberman is going so much that I almost envy him, because his videos are like so freaking entertaining now, and they're very helpful. Like, if you actually got the same car that he's fixing, like, he can teach you a lot of stuff about the car, Like, I really like the fact that I think he's doing a great job. Like, I think he's doing a freaking great job. Like, and he's gonna do so great. Like, flipping cars like that. Rideshare, professor, issues apology. Oh my gosh, I think that they trying to make this drama. I don't want to be a part of this though. Like, I don't want to be a part of it. Like, I just want to be a traveler. Like, I don't even want people to watch my videos anymore. Like, I just want a backpack. Like, I don't want all this drama. Like, do I really need this much drama in my life? My life ain't full of this type of drama. But that would be fun to be bashing YouTubers for a little bit. What am I talking about? I'm so mean. Uberman is an Uber hater. I don't necessarily think he's an Uber hater. I think he's just fed up with it. I think he's like super fed up with it. I kind of like the fact that you don't see him on YouTube like, drive for Uber, drive for Uber. I like the fact you don't see him doing that. At the same time, like, I'm not on YouTube saying drive for Uber, but I'll still go out and do it just because, like, I don't know, I just still go out and do it. Like, I like doing it on a skateboard. Because doing it on a skateboard is like, it's fun, But just to just do Uber, like, in a car and sit in all this traffic, like, excluding the traffic, it ain't so bad. You and Uberman should have. No, I don't want to do that. You would say, what would you say is better, Postmates or DoorDash? I got my first check from DoorDash. I would say possibly DoorDash, but I haven't used Postmates in a while, and I haven't used DoorDash in a while either. But I would think DoorDash, because I feel that DoorDash has better bonuses than Postmates. But don't get me wrong, Postmates has some good bonuses too. Would you recommend I do Uber Eats on my boosted board? So I would do Uber Eats on a boosted board only in the daytime, lunchtime in the financial district, because you have a lot of deliveries staying right downtown. You have a lot of deliveries just going 2, 3 blocks down the street. So if you got, deliveries going 2, 3 blocks with the extended range battery, and then you have another battery in your backpack, you can last for a little bit. Like you can stay out for the lunch rush. And if you have an extended range and then an extra extended range, you're good to go. Like you can stay out for a while. But just on a regular battery, you could do a delivery. Like I've definitely did deliveries with the 5 mile battery, just sitting at WeWork and I have the phone on, and I see, oh wow, there's a $15 order coming up, and the pickup's right here, and it's only going over there. Like I'm just gonna go leave and just do it really fast and just come back, And I just made $15, but then the battery is like half drained. But that was on the 5 mile battery, and that was also a delivery that was going here and there. And usually in the middle of the day, there's no bonuses, and during lunchtime, there's bonuses. So the deliveries that you're gonna make more money off of those deliveries. And typically, you might stay in a smaller area, meaning that you can pick up one, drop off, pick up another, and you can just do it faster versus, going back and forth, this and that. Jermaine, do you think Uber self-driving cars will work? I don't necessarily know if the Uber self-driving cars will work, but self-driving cars will work. Like they will. Like they freaking will, okay? Let me tell you guys something. There has been construction projects all over the place where people have died, like building construction projects, okay? But they didn't just stop the project just because someone died. Like they continued going on with the project, okay? And that's the same thing with driverless cars. Like back in the day when cars were on the assembly line and people were actually, putting parts together on cars before machines were putting the parts on cars, people said the same thing. And I'm pretty sure people died, back then. People probably died because maybe something fell and crushed them. But what did they do? They didn't just say, hey, we're not going to have machines do the work. We're going to continue to do the work by hand. No. Like they just stopped. They figured out the problem and they just worked it through. So yeah, Uber made, I think right now they got rid of they just parked the driverless cars. But believe me, it's just a matter of time before they're back driving in the driverless cars again. Well, their computers are driving in the driverless cars back again, and also I guess their felons are driving driverless cars. It's just a matter of time. It's a really good PR move for Uber to say, we're going to park the cars right now. It's a great PR move to say that. And then 2 months down the road, guess what? They're going to be back out on the road, So it just works. Like people are gonna die. People are gonna have to die, Like if you think this is just the beginning, like I don't mean to be like, I'm being real, like for real. Like more people are gonna die from driverless cars. But think about all the drivers that kill people. Think about that though. Like all these driverless cars on the road, one person just got killed today, and you have driverless cars that have driven like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles, and only one person has died. But today, in this country, I'm pretty sure multiple people have got hit by a car, with a human driver. I'm pretty sure someone in this country got ran over on a bicycle, by a car with a human in the driver's seat. But yeah, people aren't talking about that, but they will bash Uber, and they will say, look, we need to get rid of these driverless cars. And I'll tell you why people are doing that. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real. Let's chit-chat. I'm going to tell you why people are doing that. People are just very afraid that driverless cars are going to take their job. People are so afraid that a freaking driverless car is going to take their job that they would rather for the driverless cars not to even work. They would rather for them not to exist. But the driverless car ain't going to take your job because, believe me, there's going to be more jobs created in the future. Like this job that I have now did not even exist, pretty much all the jobs I have now did not even exist 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Like all these apps, they didn't even exist. Like 10 years ago, no one ever thought of using a cell phone to work and you don't need a boss because you can work with a cell phone. Like people didn't even think of these things. And look at it today. Like apps are dropping out of the sky, left and right. Like dropping out of the sky. Omni. A lot of you guys have not even heard of Omni. Like I can give them my boosted board and they can rent it out and I can make money off of it. And I don't even have to rent it out. Like they're renting it out for me. Like that did not even exist. Like so driverless cars, I can't wait for driverless cars to get on the road because I'm gonna be the first person sitting in the, not the first person, but I'm gonna be that person sitting in the back seat on the phone the whole time, you know? And I won't be driving. I won't be driving on the phone. I mean, I think it's gonna, it takes money to make money. There's gotta be a sacrifice. I mean, people gotta die. People die every day. Like, people die every day. It's sad, but I mean, you just hope today ain't your day, you know? Or you do hope today. I don't give a fuck. I mean, today my day, I'm gonna travel somewhere else, you know? I ain't gonna take that flight next week. Anyway, who roads have they shown a tip? They give 10% brings them no drinks yet. The lady died because she committed suicide by jumping in front of the car. It was the person. The person jumped in front of the car, really? I get tips all the time. Tips about, yeah, tips are good. 90%. That's what's up. Where do you drive? San Francisco. Uberman. The bug. The Chinese guy. Don't drive. Yeah, a lot of those guys don't drive. I mean, I'm just curious. Do drive girl drive? I think the rideshare professor does drive. I mean, cause he's, you know, he's always buying cars. Like, I just got this new Escalade. I just got this. Jermaine, any big plans for your channel? I don't know. Like, I'm gonna travel again, but I kind of feel that like I don't know if people really like travel videos. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I know if I make an Uber video, people watch it like crazy, but I don't know if like if the travel videos like. People really like them that much. I feel like when I travel, I should just talk about Uber, like when I'm traveling. Like I should be like, hey, what's up guys? I'm in London right now. I'm in England. I'm in the UK. And I'm taking a Uber. My Uber driver in London, in the UK. The UK. My Uber driver is gonna give me a ride. Like, I can be doing that, you know? Or maybe I should. Maybe I should interview Uber drivers. I don't just typically like to interview people though. Let me just make a check. It's just for channel vlogs. This crowd is sharing economy crowd. I don't know. You're right. But question: what will I do if? What would happen if I'm traveling for like 2 months and I have the travel vlog channel and I don't upload any videos to this channel? Like, I thought about that too. Like, what would happen then? Because then people would be like, well, what happened to Jermaine? Like, he's not uploading any videos. And then another thing with the sharing economy, I feel that like I would stop talking about the sharing economy. See, I'm gonna explain something to you guys. The sharing economy gets old, right? Certain people, like certain YouTubers, try to keep it up. Like they try to keep it up. They don't like driving for Uber, but they try to keep it up so that they can keep making content for YouTube because that's their only audience, you know? And I don't wanna do that. Like I don't wanna just keep talking about the sharing economy when I don't like it. Like, it really, like, I don't know if you work for one of these apps or maybe you work for one of these Bay Area companies. That could be why you're telling me that you want me to talk about the sharing economy. But it really sucks. Like, it really fucking sucks. Like, it is. Like, you spend a lot of time by yourself. I mean, yeah, there is a trade-off. Like, there's a trade-off. Like, you know, you can work hours. you can work hours that you want, but then like there's no benefits, there's no structure, like you spend a lot of time by yourself. You talk to more people in Facebook groups than well you have more friends in Facebook groups than you have like out in the open because you're running around doing all these sharing economy apps and I just don't want my life to be like that. And if I have to get to a point where I just stop making YouTube videos. That's what I would just do. Like I just do that. Like I don't know. What am I talking about? Like whoever said that this is just sharing economy channel, like I'm gonna have to take that sharing economy shit off of my YouTube. This is Jermaine's channel. Like it is about the sharing economy. I talk about the sharing economy, but this ain't just strictly sharing economy here. Like, no, it's not. Like, no. Because if that was the fact, like, I should have quit a long time ago. Good thing I have 40 terabytes of lift. 40 terabytes of data? Ooh, 40 terabytes of video. I know it is because of how my channel is started, but so should I just not upload any more videos and then just start a new channel? Like, should I do that? I mean, it is how I started. It is how this channel started, but actually you're incorrect. How this channel started, I was in college when this channel started. This channel started 10 years ago. So it did not start with the sharing economy. And that's one reason why I can never ever get a Uber video to show up in search in the front page of Uber, because this is not an Uber channel. Like that's what you really need to know. This is not a Uber. This channel is Jermaine Ellis. Like when I first started this channel, it wasn't about Uber. It was about me doing really random stuff in college. Like I was much younger. Like I was just bouncing around. Yeah, I don't think I want to start another one. I mean, if you don't like the way I run the channel, like you can probably figure out what to do. But I don't think I want to start another channel. I think I want to keep it just the way it is. I mean, I do want to start another channel. Like I have a couple other channels that I'm working on, but I think I want to keep this one the way it is. If I do start another travel channel, it'll be like it'll be traveling. It'll be more niche. It's not going to be like backpacking, traveling. It'll be, I've actually thought of a couple ideas. I'm not going to share them because one of these ideas I really haven't seen anyone on YouTube doing it. So I thought it would be good. No, I think of this channel. No, I think of this channel nowadays. This channel is definitely a vlog channel, y'all. Like, it is. Like, it's not a sharing economy channel. Like, I'm telling you. I mean, it's not a sharing economy channel. Like, let's look at some of my demographics. So, one thing I've noticed since I went to Israel, this is interesting. So, before I went to Israel, because I really didn't plan to stay near as long as I did. Before I went to Israel, Israel showed up so on YouTube, they give you this list of countries where people watch. When I first started, when I first started talking about Uber, all of my subscribers were from the US because, it was all Uber drivers, right? And over time, other countries would trickle along, but not that much. So before I went to Israel, I remember Israel was number like, it was past number 25 of countries, with countries that watch me. Like US is number 1. England was always number 2 because England, they speak English. And then Canada was always number 3. It always went in that order. Israel was like under 25, like way down the list. So when I went, made all those videos, made vlogs and stuff, I got back to the US and I did a storytime video. When I did that storytime video, for some reason, that video is doing really well. is doing really well in Israel, right? And a lot of people, like, I guess they're finding me from that video, and then they're subscribing, and then they're watching like other videos. So now I look at my top demographics, and like I said, Israel was like way below 25, and now Israel is freaking number 2. Like, there's no way they're gonna pass the United States because it's 79%, but they're number 2. And it just got there like in no time. So I'm thinking, should I just like, should I like go to countries and like make videos and then like maybe show up and search that way? Actually, that does not work. Like, I don't know how this video is doing so good, but this typically does not work. Like, but it's working with this video. I don't know, maybe you guys can try it. Maybe it'll work for you guys. Maybe you can get a bunch of subscribers that way. It's so depressing here in this rain. Do a documentary since your storytelling videos are so great. I could do a documentary. I like documentaries. Documentaries are long though. If I do another channel, I could do a travel documentary channel. But there's so many channels that do that. And shooting a documentary video that's a whole different video style. A vlogging is a different video style. A documentary video that's something that I don't really do. Like, I like the vlogging thing. I like that whole, I like the natural, I like how natural it is. I like how I'm walking and I'm shaking the camera. I like how I'm walking and you can hear stuff like hitting the camera, and I just like how raw it is, you know? Like, it's not like all super polished like Casey Neistat. Like, it's not all perfect. Like, I like that, but a documentary would be more polished. It would be more perfect. You would put way more time into it. That's pretty much what I was saying there. Do a documentary too. Yeah, I could. I'm getting tired. Am I like boring you guys? Am I like, should I go to sleep or something? Because today was a long day. Today was a super long day. What y'all got going on? Tell me a story, somebody. I'm so happy right now. Like, I don't even know why, but like, I'm so happy. Rain night, I've been killing it on caviar. Are you killing it on caviar? I've been caviar popping. I had the app on it earlier and it was doing good. Holy crap, dude. This Israeli video is like my #1 video right now. Crazy. Holy crap. This is like not good. Like, it's like dwarfing my other videos. Cause you can look and see like what video, like out of your videos, which one is doing the best for the past 48 hours, and holy crap. Oh, yo, thanks a lot for the 5. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, like I'm falling asleep. I'm back awake. 21. Wow, this is like incredible. Keyword planner. Keyword planner is really good. Have you done a lot of deliveries in LA lately? I did deliveries in LA like a year ago. I said a week ago, like a year ago. Just got here. Sorry if you answered this already, but where are you headed to next? Okay, so I'm gonna disappoint you guys. Like, I really want to go to Africa, but the reason why I'm not gonna go to Africa is because it's gonna cost a little bit more to go to the places that I want to go because of visas and shots and more miscellaneous things. So what I've done is, I don't know if I've said this. I probably have said this. I would like to travel to 100 countries in my lifetime. This is a goal that I want to do. Okay, this is something that I want to do. Right now, I'm at like 24 or 23 countries. So I'm roughly 1/4 there. Not bad, not bad. So you may wonder, how do you travel to 100 countries? So you figure out a plan. So the plan that I'm gonna use is, okay, you go to 100 countries. There is, I think, Americans, we can freely go to about 173 countries. So that gives me a lot of countries to choose from. There are so many countries out there that are like really easy to get to, like in Europe. And there are a lot of countries out there that are a little bit tougher to get to, like countries in Africa. Okay? What I mean by they're a little tougher to get to, a couple things: distance, visas, and vaccinations. Vaccinations is probably going to be the easiest because once you knock out the vaccinations, now you can go to X amount of countries. And then you got visas. You know, that's going to be difficult. Well, not really difficult, but it's going to vary. And that's also preparation and things you have to prepare for before. And then you got the distance and travel. So Africa is, I definitely want to knock out a bunch of countries on Africa. But it's kind of going to be selected because you can't just really go to everywhere as easily. And you got to watch your budget. There's also a lot of countries in the Caribbean. That's another place. But then the Caribbean can kind of get tricky because it's a bunch of islands and you got to get from one island to the next island. So you got to figure out how much it costs to get from this island to the next island. What a lot of travelers do, a lot of travelers that, hit 100 countries, they pretty much go to all the countries in Europe. Okay? Go to all the countries in Central America. Countries in Europe are pretty much all the countries in Europe you can get to. Maybe there's like a couple countries like near Russia that you may have to get a visa and you may have to slip someone a couple $100 like under like a table or something to get there. You can pull it off. Countries in the Middle East, there's countries in the Middle East that are going to be pretty dang tough to get to, like Iran and Iraq. Believe it or not, may sound crazy, but I would love to go to Iran. I would love to go to Iran. If I had to pick from Iran or North Korea, I would pick Iran any day of the week. Because, I don't know, I just watch a lot of like stuff on YouTube about Iran and it just looks like a beautiful place. And of course in the media, they're not gonna say anything great about Iran. They're gonna only show you horrible stuff, So that's another country that would be really tough. Somalia would probably be a pretty difficult country to get to if you're an American. Maybe if you're an EU citizen, it would be a little bit easier. But I don't even know why you'd want to go to Somalia as a tourist. Another country that was difficult to get to, but looks like they're opening up, is Saudi Arabia. This was a country that was really difficult to get into for a long time. But now I see that you can get into Saudi Arabia. It's becoming easier and easier. What else? I don't know. I guess Venezuela, you can get there, but I guess you'll have like a rough time for the most part. That's what I hear about Venezuela. And I'm pretty sure I'm missing a couple other countries. I mean, there's so many countries out there. There's like 198 countries. It really depends on who you ask because certain countries, everyone doesn't recognize, like Israel is a country, but then you have Palestine. And some people call that a country, and then other people don't call it a country. So is it really a country? Is it not a country? And then some countries are like kind of connected to each other. Like you have England and you have Wales. So that technically they're two different countries. So if you go to England and if you go to Wales and if you go to Scotland, which is right above England, and this is still the UK, and then there's also Northern Ireland, and there's also Ireland, and all of these countries are like really close, and it's really easy to like visit all of these countries in a short amount of time, and this could be like 5 countries. Also, there's another country in that region that's really small. It's an island. It's called Island of Man or something. That's another country. It's a very, very tiny island. It's a country. Now, just because I don't think that you get a stamp on your passport if you go to Wales. Like, I don't think so, but technically it's a country. But it's also the same, like, if I fly into Amsterdam and I take a bus into if I take a bus to France, like, they don't stamp my passport when I'm on the bus, like, going there. But then if I fly into Amsterdam, get my passport stamped, get on a bus, go to France, and then fly out of France, then they stamp my passport. So it's like, you can kind of go to a country without, like, you getting a stamp, you know? Like when I went to like a lot of European countries, they don't give you the stamp. Africa is actually not a country. Yeah, I know Africa is a continent. I don't know. When I said Africa, I was talking about like whole Africa. What about an Asian country like Vietnam? So I've been to Asia, a few times now. Like 5 times I think I've been to Asia, 4 times I've been to Asia. Been to Thailand a handful of times, been to Philippines and also South Korea. But I have not been to Vietnam and Cambodia. Vietnam and Cambodia are definitely on my list. Vietnam is actually a place that I want to like possibly stay for a month. That's why I haven't traveled to. That's why I haven't been back to Southeast Asia. When I go back to Southeast Asia, I want to chill in Southeast Asia. And when I go to Europe, I don't want to chill in Europe. I want to move around and travel and see countries. So Southeast Asia is definitely on the list. But I don't know if I'm gonna get there this year, because this year I feel like I want to I really want to knock out a bunch of countries. Like I think I've traveled to 6 countries this year so far. This next trip that I plan to take, if I'm able to play my cards right, maybe I could, you know, not double that, but you know, get pretty freaking close to doubling that in maybe a month, you know. And then I could come back to the US, maybe stay for a month, and then leave on another trip for another month, or something like that. Or maybe I should not travel, or maybe I should just talk about the sharing economy. And I should only talk about making money with Uber, and whatever Uber is doing, and how much I dislike Uber, how much I dislike the sharing economy. I can just stay right here, and I can just still talk about it. I can just still talk about it. Like, as miserable as I am, I can just still talk about it every day. I can be like, hey guys, I'm driving for Uber again. Or I can go travel and just live my life, make awesome content, inspire other people to travel. Because I already inspire y'all to be a part of the sharing economy, you know? You guys are already a part of that. And if I'm not inspiring you to be a part of the sharing economy, go watch a Simple Driver. He'll definitely hype you up, dude. After you get done watching one of his videos, you'll be confident that you will make $2,000 a week in every market. You'll be good, bro. So if I ain't hyping y'all up on the sharing economy, there's other YouTubers out there, they will hype you up, yo. They'll have you so hyped. You'll be driving 24 hours straight. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna do that to you because I need to travel. You know? I need to like see the world. I need to hit 100 countries. Like that's my goal. My goal is not to freaking work. My goal is not to buy the latest iPhone as soon as it come out. My goal is not to buy the latest MacBook. My goal is to live life and experience things. Because when you die, all of that shit that you bought, that big pretty house that you saved up, that big pretty car, you can't take none of that with you. But what you can take, that's gonna go with you, bro. This gonna go. Alright, dude. Hello from Texas. What up, Michael? What's good? Driver gets me hyped for a different reason. Well, just go watch porn, bro. Like, everybody loves her. Like, have you ever jumped the security gate to get on the BART train? Bro, I hope you ain't the BART police. Like, it's been so many times I ain't never paid for the BART train. I'm like, dude, why does this shit cost so much? Like, it's been so many times, like, I don't pay for BART. I pay for it now because I got mad cameras and, like, I don't want to get caught up. Like, I actually hear that they write tickets. A lot of times I didn't pay because I would see the police just tell people, like, when they catch people walk through, they would just tell them to, like, go back out. And I'm thinking, if they just tell me to go back out, like it's worth it. Like, I might get a free ride, you know? But if they writing tickets, like, I don't want to get no ticket. But if I see that they're just telling people to, like, just go back out and pay, like, I'll do that. I think the cops are just hella tired of writing tickets, so they're just like, whatever, just go, just do your thing. Speaking of buying things, why not get AirPods? The reason why I don't want to get AirPods is because it's something else I'm gonna lose. This right here, I have so much crap. Like I have, in my backpack I have this charger for this cable, and I got another charger for my other camera, and then this is a charger for the GoPro, and then I have a charger for the skateboard, and I have a charger for this. Okay, this is one item. Okay, this is one thing. If I get them AirPods, that's 3 more items. That's the right earbud, that's the left earbud, and that's the box that it came in. Like, forget that crap. Like, I don't want the earbuds. Like, I'll just keep rocking these, yo, because I know if I get those earbuds, I'm gonna lose them. Like, I'm gonna lose them. Like, I lose them all the time. Well, I lose these things all the time. And if I lose these with this big ass cord on it, if I lose these, you think I'm not gonna lose those earbuds? Yeah, I'm for sure gonna lose those earbuds. Like, instead of buying that crap, like, I'd rather buy another share of Apple, because another share of Apple would be worth more money than me buying those freaking AirPods today, So that's why I don't get the AirPods. Jermaine, are you coming to Nigeria? If I came to Nigeria, I would for sure have more problems with my credit card company, like for real. Like, make sure this transaction went through. I would for sure have hella problems. They would be like, are you really going to Nigeria? This is your country you're traveling to? Let's see, this work. Oh no, did it not work? It's gotta work. This is bumming me out. I guess I'm gonna have to buy gift cards or something. But I wanna buy stuff off the internet. Cause it's not working. But it took the money out, so maybe it's good. The BART police are actually the police. Yeah, BART police are for real. They're actually cops. And I heard that the BART police kill more people than. I heard the BART police, they have killed more people on average than it was some crazy statistic, but they're the worst or something. I don't know. Statistics can kind of be swayed in the wrong direction. So I don't know if I got this flight, man. It's still saying your reservation. Oh, thanks a lot. I love the super chat, yo. Are you an Uber driver? Or are you a developer? Or, I don't know, who are you? Are you a backpacker? I feel so bad that, people want me to just talk about the sharing economy. Oh, Lyft. I feel bad, because I want to, entertain people, but I can't keep entertaining people with that. Because I don't want to just do it all the time. If I work 7 days in a row, I can't vlog 7 days in a row, me doing the same exact thing. How is that entertaining? Maybe if I did 7 different jobs, of course that would be entertaining, because it's oh, you're driving today, you're doing this today, you're doing that, you're doing this, you're doing Okay, I'm just gonna force close that out, and we'll see what happens. Your old sharing economy vlogs used to keep people glued. Yeah, but guys, I should have quit. That's what I should. I should have quit YouTube. I should have quit YouTube, for real. Because I think the problem is, I started with Uber and people wanted to watch Uber, but then now I don't talk about Uber. But there are all these people still watching, I don't know. Maybe I just shouldn't trip. It's exciting. Oh, you driving DC. DC. Make another channel. Everybody's saying make another channel. It's so freaking hard to make another channel. can dig a hole and get out of it. Probably. Hey, this is my thing. Like, I was supposed to like do this like phone interview with someone, not an interview, but like a meeting with someone at 8. And I thought that after the interview I could do live stream, like at 8:30. And come to find out, they're like, "Can you do it at 10?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can do it at 10." And I was stoked because I was thinking, great, I can just do live stream at 8 because I had attempted live stream last night. My live streams did this. Woo! But now I'm live streaming, and I'm gonna have to go live again at 10. But I'm like getting tired. I don't even think I'm gonna have to fake. Cause I traveled today and like I've been on like live now. And what else y'all got going on? Tell me a story. I found your channel through your Robinhood videos. Dude, so many people found me through Robinhood videos. And so a lot of people found me through cryptocurrency too. A lot of people found me through cryptocurrency. But the thing about cryptocurrency is it's just flat right now. Like I really think it's gonna go back up. A couple of days ago I was hanging out with some crypto people and they're extremely optimistic. Oh, you're out, Lynn? You're taking off? I think I'm gonna get ready to take off too. Thanks a lot for those super chat. I still do TaskRabbit. So tomorrow, hopefully I get some TaskRabbit gigs. Did Trayvon go to jail? I don't think so. They said that we're all gonna go to jail. That's what somebody said. They said that every single YouTuber that promoted BitConnect, they're going to jail. Like that's what I was told. I was like, for real? I was like, man, okay. But I don't think he was the biggest one. Wasn't the other guy, Craig Grant? Didn't he sign up like roughly all of those people? Yeah, they say it because like they say it was a scam, you know. So they say like if you promote a scam on the internet, you go to jail like instantly. So that's why I came back to San Francisco so they can come arrest me. But we'll see. But a lot of people were talking about that, and I was like, for real? And I was thinking, are they really going to arrest all those YouTubers? Do you realize how many people made BitConnect videos? Like, you really think I'm going to arrest all those people? And they said, yeah, like, everybody's going to jail. I'm like, dang, I'm going to make sure I take some Bitcoin and stash it away so when I get out of jail 20 years later, it'll be worth something, you know? Yeah. I was like, what, really? It's crazy, man. Like, y'all remember Crypto Granny? Like, the old lady, she was maybe 65 years old, and she was like, hey, I'm making lots of money with crypto. I mean, she was just so into it, man. When I saw her making money with BitConnect, I said to myself, it's gotta be real. I mean, an old woman like that ain't gonna be out here hustling crypto. Like, I mean, think about it. Like, I don't even hear old people like that talking about crypto. Like, Jermaine, do you ever get tired of traveling and want to settle in one place? You know, maybe a couple months ago, I was feeling that way. And earlier today, when I was traveling, I kind of got a little like homesick because the place I was staying in, like it just goes back like a lot. I don't want to really get into it. But then when I was leaving coming here, I checked into another Airbnb. And when I checked into this Airbnb, I really didn't know what to expect. And dude, like, this might be my favorite Airbnb that I've ever stayed in. This one is pretty freaking cool. Like, just a lot of really cool people around. Like, yeah, like, really awesome vibes, like really awesome vibes. And do I want to settle down? I don't exactly know where I want to settle down because one problem with what I'm doing, because I'm discovering my own problems. One problem I'm finding out is you think of places differently. Like you think of places differently. Like when I think of like what I could be doing in San Francisco and what I can okay, putting it like this. So right now I'm thinking of what I could be doing. It's raining in LA, it's raining in San Francisco, and it's snowing like crazy in New York. So I know for sure I don't want to be in New York. And I don't even know what's going on in New York because I really haven't been to New York in the winter, you know? I think I had a layover in New York one time, but like I've never really been there in the winter. But then it's kind of like I don't want to settle down. Like I don't. Like I just don't because I feel like I'm gonna miss something. But bouncing around has once again it has its negative side effects. People, you don't have the same connection with people. You don't have the same tight connection with people. But at the same time, you want me to tell you something that's even better than that? I don't have the same tight connection with people here in San Francisco. Well, San Francisco is like, it's a weird, unusual place. But one amazing thing is when I travel and go different places and people know me. Like when I go to LA and I go to places that I go to all the time and people know me. And then, or when I go to, like there's this one Airbnb that I go to a lot and people know me. And it's dope because like it's way down in LA. And then if I go to New York, like there's a couple places that if I go to, like people will know me because I would go there so often. That's pretty kick-ass. Like that's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome when you get off of an airplane and you know if you go somewhere like, you know, you got people, like people know you know, like that's pretty cool. And if I just stay here, like I wouldn't like have that. But at the same time, I feel that I'm not giving up on San Francisco because like I was living in San Francisco for like 2 years before I started bouncing around, before I started living out of backpacks and Airbnbs. I was living here 2 years and I discovered within those 2 years, I was like, man, this city is just really different. Like I just don't really meet a lot of people. Like it's kind of boring. It's really expensive. And then I started living out of Airbnbs and I'm like, look, I like this so much more than, you know, having a set apartment and paying the same utility bill every month and paying the same bill. Like, I haven't paid a utility bill in so long. I haven't bought a roll of toilet paper in so long. I don't know, there's so many things that I haven't really stressed about in so long. And I've also earned so many, like, credit card points because when you live in Airbnbs, you're using a credit card, right? When you pay rent, you typically pay rent with a check or you pay rent with cash. So let's say you pay, you know, $1,000 a month in rent. Well, if you just pay cash, that's $12,000 a year. But with Airbnbs, that would be $12,000 a year that you would spend. But then I'm also going to get some points out of that. I might get some 5% cash back out of that deal. You know, I've even figured out a way to get an additional 1.8% cash back on top of the credit card offer cashback deals. Like, and on top of that, you don't have to pay for utilities. On top of that, you don't have to clean a bathroom. On top of that, you don't have to take the garbage out. On top of that, that's someone else's job. Like someone else does that. Like you just pay what you pay for this, you know, like I really like it. It's pretty cool. Should I get a Hertz Gold card so the cars are free? You could. I don't know how that exactly works. Watching you from Indonesia. You in Indonesia, that's what's up. I need to go to Indonesia. Or I'll make sure I don't put my face so close to the screen. Let's see. I'm still here. Points. Yeah, you could probably get a bunch of points. I was trying to rent a Hertz car yesterday, but I could not figure out my password to log in because I have free points to rent a car for like a week or something. I was gonna rent it and drive back up. Why is there a pegboard button? It's wallpaper. It's not pegboard, it's wallpaper. Like, I'm just here. Getaround and Uber, $5 an hour. Kind of expensive, huh? Well, no, it's actually not expensive. Well, it really depends on how often you're driving. If you're driving 80 hours a week, that's expensive. If you're driving like, 10 hours a week, if you're driving the best hours, that's not so bad. Oh, lots of cars. So do you like it? Is it good? Is it pretty good? It's easy. I have to check it out. Boosted board, boosted board, boosted board. Sorry. What are you sorry for? Okay, I'm really concerned about this flight. Like I booked a flight like while I'm live streaming and it's not showing up. Boo, man. Can you vlog? Can you vlog on Airbnb? Vlog on Airbnb? Oh, you mean just talk about it? Or this is making me upset because I'm nervous. Like, what's going on here? Oh my gosh. Oh, you mean do a vlog on Airbnb? I have talked about Airbnb. Maybe I'll talk about it more. I don't know, it's kind of hard to talk about. It's not hard to talk about, but it's kind of hard to talk about. You just go live with people. This Airbnb that I'm staying at now, I think I could actually live there. But it's kind of, I don't know, you can get, it'll get old. What do you say about globalization? Gentrification, you have been traveling around a few countries. Can you talk about that? Globalization and gentrification. Globalization. So gentrification. Ooh. Gentrification is I noticed a lot of it is going on in Israel. A lot of it's going on because certain neighborhoods are really expensive and you look at them and you're like, expensive for what? Like, so that's like gentrification going on. All the different ones you stayed in. Oh, do a vlog about all the different ones I've stayed in. Oh man. That could actually be pretty cool. But I kind of don't want to do that because I stay at a lot of the Airbnbs like over and over. So I don't want to like, show people which ones. Like even in different cities, I'll stay in the same Airbnbs. Because the reason why I'll stay in the same one over and over is because I know what to expect. See, a lot of times when you use Airbnb, you got no idea obviously you got no idea what to expect because you're showing up to someone's house and you saw pictures online, but those are just pictures online. Like, yeah, you see a picture of a bed in a room, but that doesn't mean that the owner is a lunatic, So that's you just never know what you're gonna get yourself into. So I kind of like to stay at places that I've stayed at before if I like that spot. Isn't Airbnb more expensive than renting? So a lot of people have said this, Airbnb, yeah, it's more expensive than renting. More expensive than renting what? Like renting in San Francisco? Because San Francisco is insanely expensive. And if you pay attention to me, I'm not in San Francisco that often. Like I like to travel around a lot. So I was paying, $2,500 for
a room for rent in a house, and if I was paying, utilities and the cable, it would be very difficult for me to travel because I would have to pay for the trip, and then I have to pay for the fancy apartment back in SF, or I could just live like a minimal, and when I live like a minimal, I could just do what I'm doing now. Oh, thanks a lot for the super chat. Super chat is popping. See, I mean, I could have went out and worked caviar and made maybe $50 because it's raining and I don't want to. I can't work that. I can't work the same way it's raining, yo. I could have went out and made $50, or I could just sit here and live stream. I'd rather live stream. I live in my 24/7 office in SF, $400-$800 of parking, gym, and shower in SF. I know. I bet a lot of people do that. What's the difference between Oakland and Brooklyn? Okay, Brooklyn is city. Oakland is not city. Oakland is not. Like Brooklyn, there's mad public transportation. There's lots of foot traffic. Like Oakland, you kind of need a car. You can get, don't get me wrong, you can get around without a car, but most people have cars in Oakland. I guess a lot of people are moving to Oakland and they're like riding bikes and stuff because it's so expensive, but yeah. Was your Paris Airbnb nasty? I stayed in a hostel in Paris, and it was freaking gross. Well, the bathrooms were really gross. But all the bathrooms were gross in France, except for the Chipotle I went to, which was kind of depressing. And it was really, really cold, so I didn't even get the opportunity to pee outside. So I just had to go to really gross bathrooms all the time. Where are you going on your next trip? So I'm not going to actually say because I want to surprise people. But it's going to be a lot of small countries. There's going to be a lot of countries. I gotta say something along those lines. Oakland and Brooklyn. Let's go back to Oakland and Brooklyn. Brooklyn is there's just way more people living in Brooklyn. Like way more people because it's like condensed. It's condensed and people don't have as many cars and I like Brooklyn a lot. Brooklyn's fun. I don't think I like Brooklyn enough to live there because I think Brooklyn is too trendy, like way too trendy. But a lot of people say the Bay Area is too trendy, and like I like the Bay, But Brooklyn, I feel like it's too trendy. It's too New York trendy for me. Like if I lived in Manhattan, like I would probably I kind of like Staten Island, or Washington Heights. Washington Heights is legit, yo. I like Washington Heights because it's still in Manhattan. Well, still in Manhattan. But then it's, you don't have to take a ferry. And if you did have a bike, you can ride your bike. Ooh, if you did have a bike, you could ride your bike all the way from Washington Heights to the Manhattan, the city, Try to speak up. All right, I'll try to speak up. There is a pot university in Oakland. Yes. Israel was a nice trip. I actually want to go back to Israel later this year. I really want to go back to Israel. I think I had so much fun. I want to go to Jerusalem in the summer. But from what I hear, it's hot as hell there in the summer. And it makes sense. It makes sense because it's way up top, like in the mountains. I wonder how come they don't have fires in Israel. Because it doesn't rain in the summer, does it? I don't think it rains in the summer. Or maybe it does rain. It probably does rain in the summer. I don't know. Maybe it does. It's like the desert, though. It doesn't rain in the desert. Any Israelis on here? Does it rain in the summer in Israel? I gotta figure that one out. Amsterdam University. That's a good university, right? Amsterdam.
Yo, so I'm gonna straight up try to. I don't know if I'm gonna put out a vlog tomorrow, but I'll definitely film some get around videos. So only you people in the live stream know about that. Hey, I'm curious. What are you guys doing? Are you guys driving? You guys sitting at home watching YouTube? Just wanted to say, as a fellow YouTuber, here's a good way to work together if you want to try it. Oh, are you a YouTuber too? How is your crypto? Crypto is good. I mean, crypto is low, you know, but I still haven't sold any crypto. I've been learning a lot of stuff about crypto lately. Okay, I'm really stupid, but what does IDK mean? I don't know. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I get it. Oh, watching the stream on my TV. That's what's up. That's what's up. I so wish I could stream in 4K. That would be super cool. But come on, if I can't even stream this crappy video, well, not this crappy video, but this footage. If I can't even scream this footage half of the time, how in the heck can I ever scream 4K footage? Because I won't be able to. I'm nervous about this flight. Like, did it go through? Because the price went up. Like, it went up like by like $30, which is not that bad, but it was super cheap at first. And then it just went up by $30. And it's still super cheap, but I could have saved $30, yo. Like, $30, that's like working like, how many Uber deliveries is $30? I'm watching you telescope across the street. Dang, you're watching me via telescope. How can you hear my voice then if you're watching me through a telescope? Why you want to go back to Israel? Dude, I had so much fun there. Like, why do I want to go back to Israel? I had so much. It's like basically my favorite country. I think if I want to go back, I want to stay for like I want to live there actually. I don't mean live there for like 5 years. I mean live there like maybe 2 months, you know. I really do. I really liked it that much. Now I know for sure if I actually go there and live, it's not going to be the same. It's just backpacking there. Because that's how countries are. Like, you go visit a place, you're on holiday, you have fun, and then you leave, you come back. You say you want to move there, and it's like different. So I know for sure, but I really like it a lot. It was fun. Tell us about the women you met in Israel. I'm not gonna say anything because they might be watching. Like, didn't you just hear me tell this story about how all these like new Israelis are like, you know, they just found me on YouTube? You make $5 a vlog. Stop vlogging and get a real job. Yo, I do, and you're so right. I make $5 for every vlog, and I'm just really, really good about spending that $5. That's how I'm able to like travel and stuff, you know. Wow. See, if I was filming a YouTube video, like with a camera, not live stream, I could have edited that part out. But instead, I had to just like, you know, cough and, you know, really ask for water. Ooh. That's better. What up, Father Lee? What's going on? Tell me a story. How many apples you got in your backpack? You invested? Oh, people said invested. Tell us about the women you met. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I just think Israelis are freaking hot too. Like, I think so. Jermaine, you are a son of a black billionaire. If I was, you would never know. I'm not a trust fund either. Did I see that someone said that earlier? No, I'm not a trust fund kid. I wouldn't be working for no freaking Uber. Tell us about what are you using to find airline deals? Okay, so check this out. I found a flight today for $140 to go to like Barcelona, like nonstop from Oakland to Barcelona, nonstop, $140. Um, lots of rude people. You know, moderating your chat, demand people. Oh, there are some rude people in here. I do need to do some moderators. Who wants to be a moderator? A green tiffin? I have heard of green tiffin. I see them around all the time. Waiter.com. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Waiter.com is it's not independent contract. It's employee. Many peeps on YouTube make up complete funny stories. Shouldn't see a video views. It really works. Yeah, but like you can do that, but you can also just live life. You know, you can just go experience life, and you can just have things happen, and then you can just make videos talking about that. You know, that's what I do. You know. Jermaine, tell everyone how old a 30-year-old. I'm not a 30-year-old version. No, I'm not a 30-year-old version. I'm a freak in the sheets. Look how I'm so freaking dirty. Look how dirty I am. Skateboarding does this to you, yo. Look at this. It's like filthy. Like, I don't care. I'm rich, bitch. I don't want you to know. 1:01. I guess I'm gonna go to 10 o'clock. Like, this girl wants to do a live stream. Well, she don't want to do a live stream, but she wants to do like a little meeting online. It's already 10. I thought I would be in bed by now. Well, not in bed, but I thought I would be headed to crash. SF is dirty. SF is so freaking dirty. Why are you hating? Oh, I'm not hating. I don't think he's not hating on SF. He's being for real. SF is dirty. Have you thought of ever jumping over to Twitch? Okay, so isn't Twitch mainly gaming, or is it just live streaming? I thought it was live streaming. Is it just gaming? Live streaming and gaming? Or is it just like live streaming like live streaming like YouTube live streaming? Because I think I do need another platform. Oh, it's whatever. Maybe I should get on Twitch then. But how do you build up a freaking following on Twitch? No, I see you salty you are. Oh, lame, well, live streaming, but gaming is amazing. Awesome. When are you returning back to SF? And once you get back, what gigs are you going to do? So I'm back in SF right now. Like, I'm in San Francisco right now. I just got back like earlier today. Like this morning, I was in Santa Barbara. But then now I'm back in SF. I'm gonna film, make videos talking about, I'm gonna talk about Uber actually. So look for those videos. I'm probably gonna do a review video with Getaround to show people how to use Getaround. And you can't afford to live in SF. You can't afford to live in SF. I'm in SF right now. Like, where are you? Anyway, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be just pumping out some sharing economy videos, and then after the sharing economy videos, we're gonna like switch it up a little bit. What I may do is I actually may kind of film more sharing economy videos. That way, when I'm hint traveling, I could possibly put out some sharing economy videos that were created like maybe 2-3 weeks prior. I can put those out when I'm like traveling. So for all the Uber people, they can just be like, Uber video, Jermaine's back in the US, you know? I kind of don't want to do that because I like to go in chronological order. Like, I'm doing this right now, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But I guess to some of you sharing economy people, maybe I need to you know, make more content. Jermaine is my man crush. Get out of here, yo. My children don't exist got 5 million views, and it's just a guy talking fiction. Oh, it could be. There's so many YouTube strategies out there. Doing an 86-hour week. Like, I wish I could actually do that, but like, I can't even work 40 hours a week anymore. I got too much other stuff going on, you know? Phone calls and emails and live streams and, you know, I gotta review this for that person. I'm hooking up this over here for this person. Like, I just got a lot going on, you know? So I think, check this out. What do you guys think of this? What if I did like a travel video, but it was like a catch to the video, like a catch where I have to travel for like 30 days, but I only have $1,000 to spend, okay? Or I travel for, 30 days and $1,000 to spend. That's crazy. Like, you can spend $1,000 in a week in San Francisco, like super easy. But if I was backpacking, like, I wouldn't spend nowhere near as much money. Would that be interesting if I did some sort of challenge, if I was like traveling and or what if I thought about this earlier. I was thinking, dude, I should actually travel and like just talk about like how much everything costs, you know, throughout the trip. But that really, well, yeah, it does depends on where you travel, for sure. A lot of countries you cannot travel for. You can't travel with $1,000 a month. But there's a lot of countries you can. There's actually more countries that you can travel in for less than $1,000 a month than there are countries that you can travel in with more. Jermaine, $1,000 a month. Jermaine, with $1,000 a month, you can rent a whole apartment in Mexico for a year. Yes, traveling from point A to point B, affordable, what primary concern for me. 5 cities in your life. What about traveling and reviewing vegan food? Where's the Robinhood videos? Robinhood videos. I'll make a Robinhood video. Give me a couple days. When you use to get deliveries in your car, you ever get nervous about getting a ticket? I got a ticket the other day. That was from like 2 months ago, and it was like $100, and it was for parking, like on the street, and I haven't even paid that shit. Could you show different price options when you travel? Yeah, I can do that. I think that's how I could really do good for the next set of vlogs. I could just talk more about the price. I don't know why I just didn't exactly just talk about the price as much before. Maybe I'll talk about the price more. I don't know. That's a good question. I just wasn't talking about the price as much. I'll do that. I think that could be really cool. So I'm getting I'll respond to that one in a minute. Someone just questioned, why do I say axe instead of axe? I get them wrong all the time. I'll respond to your message. Girl stories. That's why I need to get out of this country, y'all. So I can make more girl stories. I think there are lots of people who would like to travel but are afraid they can't afford it. So traveling on the cheap would be a great series. Oh my gosh, dude. I will do it. Like, I will do it. Like, you have just, what you just said has just ring the bell for me. Lots of people out there who would love to travel but are afraid they can't afford it. I need to do it. I'm gonna do it for sure. I'll do it. So what I'll do I guess like through it in the vlogs, you know, I guess when I get on the bus or something, maybe I will actually film the app and actually show the options because there's a couple different apps I use and a lot of times there's multiple options. There's bus, train, taxi. There's it's not Uber Pool, but it's called like car share. There's multiple options. Alex, what's up? Your new photo got me thrown off. I had to like read your name. But I guess I gotta read everything on the screen, all right? Google Flights is pretty good. Wire is pretty good. Norwegian Air is pretty good. Norwegian Air is really good. Honestly, Wow is almost slightly better. Like, Laura, I'll respond to your question like when we're off the live stream. But the reason why I say Wow Air is almost better is because I've been looking at Wow Air and Air Norwegian. With Wow Air, if you want to pay extra for a seat, like to pick your seat, it's only like $8 or $25 or $5, depending on what seat you pick on the plane. But with Norwegian Air, if you want to pick your seat, it's $45. $45 to pick your seat. Now, don't get me wrong, the flight is super cheap. It's what, you know, 150, 160, 180, 200 bucks, 140 if you get it on the lowest of the low end. So that's a pretty cheap flight for the most part. But yeah, $45 more to pick your seat. Now, if you don't pay the $45, what'll happen when you get ready to check in on the flight, I believe that's when you pick your seat, or maybe they pick your seat. It would be really bad if they picked the seat for you. What is the cheapest country you have traveled to? The cheapest country, it's kind of a tough question. I can talk about some very cheap things in both of these countries. It's gonna be Nicaragua or probably Hungary. I think Hungary was actually cheaper than Nicaragua. So, okay, I'll put it like this. So Nicaragua, we stayed at a hostel that was like $3.50 a night. Okay, that's pretty cheap. $3.50 a night to sleep somewhere. That's pretty dang cheap. In Hungary, in Budapest, I stayed at a hostel that was like $7 a night, okay? $7 a night is pretty cheap. The reason why I would say that the place in Hungary was cheaper than the place in Nicaragua, and the place in Nicaragua was $3.50, and the place in Hungary was $7. The place in Hungary was like brand new, like it was brand new, and it was $7 a night to stay. The place in Nicaragua, really cheap. It was, you know, it wasn't new. It was definitely, you know, it had been around the block for a little bit. But I thought that was a really good deal. Like to stay in a brand new place for $7 a night. And also food in Budapest was really cheap. But the food was not the cheapest. Like certain things are cheap and certain things are not. Like Thailand, I want to say probably food was cheapest in Thailand. Or Thailand or the Philippines. For sure, because you're just getting rice, you know, rice and vegetables, and all the vegetables grow there, and I don't know where the rice comes from, but the rice is super cheap, and you're not getting that much rice. So Thailand would probably be the cheapest for meals. Maybe I got meals for like 75 cents, like for a full plate of food. That's probably the cheapest meal I found. Coca-Cola can vary. The reason why I say Coca-Cola is because this is something that people can relate with in the US. The price of Coca-Cola, because you see it in the gas station, you see it in the store, you see it all over. I have seen Coca-Cola in Nicaragua cheaper than bottled water. That could have been that particular store. That could have been, I don't know, maybe a particular time of the year. It also could have been a mistake. But I also seen Coca-Cola cheaper than water. I believe that was about like 45 cents or something like that. And the water was like 50 cents. Countries. Let's see what else was super cheap. Another way I like to gauge a city of how cheap it is, and this is not exactly a great way to gauge a city. How much does it cost to get from the airport to downtown? So in a typical American city like New York, I've taken a taxi from the airport, from JFK, all the way to Harlem, and it was like $60, right? San Francisco, I've taken, this could be taxi or Uber, but in my case, I'm just gonna say taxi because I took a taxi. San Francisco, I've never taken a taxi from downtown to the airport, but taxi is about $40. Now, the distance from downtown SF to the airport is a lot shorter than the distance from JFK to Harlem. So that's something you gotta throw into consideration. But I like to use that data to point on other countries. So Thailand, when I first went to Thailand, I did the same conversion. So a ride from the airport to downtown was about, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was like $15. So that's kind of how I would judge it. Like in my home country, like for me to get to, downtown to the airport would cost me $50. In this other country, for me to get from their airport to their downtown, it cost me $15. That's one way I like to figure out a ballpark figure. And then maybe other things, like flights, okay? Well, no, that's actually not a good one. Let's go on to the next comment. It would make a great movie. I grew up right around there. That place is dope. You grew up right around, Budapest or Hungary? Or I really like Budapest a lot. The problem with Europe is I felt there's a lot of spots in Europe I'd actually want to chill at for a little bit. Like I want to stay there for 2 weeks to actually experience it. Like there's a lot of places in Europe I want to do that. Because there's a lot of inexpensive places in Europe. Like there's a bunch of places in Europe where you can live for under $1,000 a month. Like a bunch of places. Not on the west. Like you gotta go to Eastern Europe. The closer you get to Russia, the cheaper it's gonna get. The closer you get to Turkey, the cheaper it's gonna get. I didn't say it was gonna be super high tech and everything, but Budapest apparently is a tech city. So there's it's like a huge tech scene there's a huge tech scene there. Hey Jermaine, how much money did you use on BitConnect? I lost a few hundred. Oh, I lost, pretty much all the money that I had in loans. I lost them because unlike everyone else, no one was able to take money out before. So, just like everyone else lost money because they had money in loans. Like I was no exception. Everyone else lost money and I lost money too. I feel that people think that I'm special, I didn't lose money, but I lost money just like everybody else did. So people always ask me how was your BitConnect? And it's just like everyone else's. It's the same. So please turn up the volume. No, cut your volume up because I'm screaming, y'all. The people outside this room are listening to me. They're like, what this fool is saying? Hey, you wanna come in? What? Huh? Never mind, let me get back over here. Yeah, I knew all of that Bitcoin and crypto was a scam. I don't know, Bitcoin is not a scam. The headphones, yeah, bro, the volume is good. I thought the volume was good. Yo, Jermaine, you think Uber drivers can form a union to take Uber to court? No, they can't. They're not going to join a union. People don't get the Uber game. I don't even want to say it anymore because people don't get it. Uber is not this is how they're playing their game, y'all. This is a new era that we're in. This is how tech plays. This is how tech plays. They don't play friendly. They don't play friendly, y'all. this is how tech plays. This is a new wave, and this is the future, and it their agenda is for them and for them only. Like, it's not for anybody else. Like, maybe they'll throw out a bone here and there, and what I mean by they'll throw out a bone here and there, I'm talking about maybe you'll get a bonus, you know, maybe you'll get, you know, extra this, maybe extra this, but they're out for them. Like, they're there for them. Like, that's what they're there for. And another thing about the Uber driverless car program, it's not going to go away, because if Uber cannot successfully get driverless cars on the road, they're going to go out of business. Because that's the main reason why they're spending so much money on these drivers, because yeah, they want the drivers to be on the road today so that they can build driverless cars to be on the road for the future. So if they can't get those driverless cars on the road, I don't think drivers are going to be driving for too much longer, you know? And I'm not trying to say this so people can freak out and say, oh yeah, Uber's going to close because they keep hitting people. No, I don't think they're going to close like that, because I feel that they've kind of gotten a little too big in certain places. Like, in certain places, they've gotten too big. Because, I mean, in a place like San Francisco, if they got rid of Uber, how would people this city would collapse, like, for real. Like, this city would, if it was raining for a week straight, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, some people would ride their bikes, but there's just not enough taxis, yo. Like, there is not enough taxis. Like, they can't pick up all these people. And anyway, you gotta think nowadays, Uber is all about Uber pool. So there's cramming all these people into cars. Taxis never did that. Like, they never did that. And even if they could do that, look at all the traffic on the street nowadays. Like, I don't think we can get rid of rideshare. I think we have got to a point that you cannot get rid of it. Like, you couldn't. It would just be a major inconvenience. It would just be a step back into time. I mean, I guess this year and last year we've just been stepping back into time, especially with all these. I don't want to get into politics, but anyway, I was talking about stepping back into time, and this is something that we don't want to do, but it looks like our country is stepping back into time. But anyway, no, that's not what I was trying to say. We don't want to step back into time when it comes to technology. Like, we have this new Uber thing, we don't want to get rid of it. We need it to keep progressing. How is it going to keep progressing? A lot of people don't want to hear this, but driverless cars. And they got to work on that. They got to work a lot on that. I don't know, did that lady really jump out in front of the car? Because she could have just jumped out in front of the car. I'm looking at this email because this person wants to know. They're like, you say ass. I'm like, I'm freaking horrible. Like, I'm like a horrible speaker when it comes to like freaking grammar. Time to go back to the future. What up, Kenneth? Marley, what's going on? I was on a train earlier today and it was going to Sacramento. And I thought about you. I was like, Marley lives in Sacramento. You get $100 on Postmates. Uber have to do twice in delivery to go 1X. Yes, they all work together, I feel. When are you coming back to NYC? So I'm coming back to NYC this summer, but I'm not gonna stay the whole summer. For sure. Why didn't she stop? Because I was in San Jose, and the last stop on the train was like Sacramento. Dude, it was like raining like crazy out here, like a minute ago. I wanna see if it's still raining. Yep, it's still raining, y'all. It is raining mad out there. Yep. It is raining. New Orleans, come, bro. Sac is always the last stop. Yep. I forget, what was the name of that train? I actually can't really close this. There's like some people over there. Yo, this this stream is out. Rain is not going to stop until Friday. What's up with these apples? Damn, Jermaine. What's that? Jermaine, do you really believe Uber do market manipulation? I mean, I'm not gonna just, I think they do it in their favor and it affects the drivers. I won't, technically it is market manipulation, but they don't consider it market manipulation. They consider it like tech company is what tech companies do, It's a little bit different. Oh, you're talking about my ass. Is that what you, peaches? Gosh, I'm like so naive. Maybe I should like watch some Hollywood movies or something. I'm like so naive here. They're not apples, fool. You got hoes for that. My hoes. Where my hoes at? Huh. Oh, I'm back in SF. I'm back in SF for a short amount of time. So when this live stream just started, like I was booking a flight, right? And I don't know if it went through because I'm on the app and the flight's not showing up, but the money was taken out. So I really hope like it went through because I really want to get the flight because I don't want the price to go up. I really don't want the price to go up. It sounds like it's raining so hard that it sounds like that there's like water coming inside here. But I know it's not water coming inside here. Where are you gonna go? You'll make $200 a day easy. Yeah, but like it's freaking crazy expensive here. 100K if you got a degree. Yeah, you can make 100K. You can make 100K if you got a degree. But what's 100K though? Like in the Bay? It's really not that much money. Actually, I think Hawaii is more expensive than SF. When I mean expensive, I'm talking about housing. I'm not talking about, food and stuff is not gonna be cheap, but housing. Ooh, so it's already after 10, so I don't think. Yeah, Honolulu, yo. Yeah, I think so. Seven cars will work, actually. It's gonna take a minute. I don't know, I almost wanna call them and be like, yo, did the flight go through? Everything good? Plus, there's recreational marijuana. Really? In Hawaii? They got recreational marijuana in Hawaii? Wow, we should go there. Hawaii is fun. Where did you book your flight? City? I'm not gonna say where did I book it because I want to surprise you guys. But I will say that it's okay, I can tell you guys this right here. This is deep. So, this next trip I'm taking, there's one stipulation. Now, I've told you guys I'm gonna tell you about the pricing and all that, how much stuff costs. This trip is gonna be a little bit different. I'm only gonna take one backpack. One backpack. That's it, one backpack. So if it doesn't fit inside of one backpack, it's not gonna go. Now, you may wonder like, how are you gonna fit everything in one backpack when you have all this YouTube, like computers, cameras, like how are you gonna fit everything in one backpack? Well, I'm gonna have to like not take as much stuff. Like take maybe instead of 3 cameras, take 2 cameras, Instead of taking, 4 pairs of pants, just take, a pair of jeans and a pair of sweats and maybe a pair of shorts. And then 3 shirts. 2 jackets. That's it. Something along those lines. He should start a channel called One Pack Jermaine. That's what's up. Mexico. Not going to Mexico. A lot of people think it's Mexico. No, it's not Mexico. It's true. So maybe I'll go to Africa later this year. Yeah. Maybe South Africa. Sell me the BB, Jermaine. So I mailed the other boosted board to Boosted like 3 weeks ago. But when I mailed it to them, I did not write they gave me this number I was supposed to write on the box. I didn't write that number on the box. So when I didn't write the number on the box, I ended up mailing it to them anyway. Come to find out, 3 weeks went by. I emailed them today, said, hey, I emailed you my board and I haven't heard from you guys. And they said, what's the tracking number? I sent them the tracking number and I haven't heard back from them. So I'm kind of concerned. I'm like, okay, where did it go? This flight is driving me insane because if I didn't book it, I'm gonna think I booked it and I'm not gonna go. It's an overstock warehouse somewhere. Electric skateboards don't ride very nice here inside. Oh, Rocky Road. Jermaine looks like Frampet. Oh gosh. Use my bike more. How much do you make a week? How much do you make a week? I do good every week. My pay like fluctuates a lot. Like some weeks I definitely make way more than I do other weeks. But I swing with it, you know? I'm just like, ooh, big week. I'm gonna spend like less money, and then, you know, it fluctuates for a week that is better, you know, a busier week. Cause some weeks are just crazy busy, some weeks are dead. I'm freaking out about this flight, yo. This has happened so many times. So I'm gonna go back to my bank account. Let's see. Yep, it's charged. Yo, if you're watching this live stream, give your homeboy Jermaine a thumbs up, yo. Right now, give your homeboy Jermaine a thumbs up. This flight was only $185. Now, when I checked 2 hours ago, this flight was $160. And now it's $185. So it went up. I'm not tripping because, and with this flight, you could pay like I didn't get any meals, no bags, no nothing. So it's gonna be a rough flight. Well, cause I just got this one bag. That's what I'm gonna take. Yeah, dude, I want to see more people traveling. Where do you look up flights? Mainly Google Flights. So like I figured out some tricks like to make flight. I figured out some tricks, yo. Like I'll give you guys a couple examples right now. So back in the day when I used to live in Santa Barbara, I would go down to LA and fly from LA and go to Santa Barbara, okay? No, I would fly out of LA and go to Memphis, right? So if you book a flight from LA to Memphis, this was back then, things have changed a little bit now. But if I would book a flight from LA to Memphis, it would be like $400, right? It would be like maybe $399 or $397 or just right around $400 roughly. The flight would go from Los Angeles to Memphis, and then you would just get off the flight, and it was just a non-stop flight. So one time, instead of me booking the flight to Memphis, because it's gonna be $400, I booked the flight to Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay, because I was searching around checking. Booked the flight to Little Rock, Arkansas.
the flight to Little Rock, Arkansas, the plane would fly from Los Angeles to Memphis. We would get off that plane and then get on another plane and just go from Memphis to Little Rock. So what do you think? What do you think I did? And that flight was cheaper. That flight was, I think it was $215, right? $215. So you guys know what I did. I booked a flight going to Little Rock, right? When I boarded the plane in LA, I made sure I had one bag, like a carry-on. I made sure I did not check a bag, just to carry on. When the plane flew from LA and landed in Little Rock, I just, walked off the plane with my one bag like I had and left the airport. So that way I traveled all that distance for $215 instead of $400. That's one way. Now, the reason why the flight was more expensive going one way to Memphis is because all airlines make more money off of a nonstop flight versus a flight where you have to get off the plane and get on another plane. So that's just one thing about it. This is my call. I'm gonna be leaving soon. How much is it to get a passport? I think it's 120. Okay, so another way you can save money. I don't do this anymore. This ain't really saving money. This is straight up making money. This ain't saving money here. Okay, you book flights that you think will be oversold. Okay, so how do you do this? How do you book a flight you think is going to be oversold? Okay. First off, I would typically always fly with Delta. So I memorized Delta. I memorized their aircrafts. I memorized their hubs. What hubs on the East Coast? What hubs on the West Coast? So this time I was going home for Christmas, and this was another one of those flights that I thought this one could be one of those flights that I could get bumped. When you get bumped, the airlines will give you a voucher to use with them later so you can travel in the future. So I would book the last flight leaving Los Angeles going to Atlanta. Because on those flights, it would fly from LA to Atlanta, and then you go from Atlanta to Memphis, right? So I would book a flight, the last flight in the day, because from a hub, Delta has 3 or 4 flights flying from Los Angeles going to Atlanta every day. So if you're on the first flight, and if you go up to the gate and you say, hey, I want to volunteer my seat, is this flight oversold? If the flight is oversold and you're able to volunteer your seat, you could get $200, $300, $400 voucher from the airlines, right? So that's what I was going for. And that day, it was crazy busy. It was the last flight, and I walked up and said, hey, is this flight oversold? They said, yes, this flight is oversold. We are looking for people. I'll take your ticket now. And I'm like, great, here's my ticket. I give her my ticket. She prints me out this big stack of tickets, and it's not a stack of tickets, but it's instructions, and it's another ticket, and it's a food voucher, and it's a hotel voucher, and it's all these vouchers, right? So instead of me getting on that flight, the flight that I paid for to get on, I told the airlines, look, I'll wait here so someone else can get on that flight, because I have flexibility, and you can put me on another flight. So that's usually what happens. So they'll rebook you. You'll have to spend the night in that city. They'll put you in a hotel for free. And it's a legit hotel. It's one of those hotels near the airport. And there's a shuttle bus that'll pick you up from the terminal and take you to the hotel. Then you sleep there. You wake up the next morning. Wake up the next morning. You go back to the airport and you get on the next flight. They'll rebook you on another flight for the next day. And they give you the voucher. Well, those vouchers allow me to travel a lot. They really got me to travel a ton, because now I had free flights, and I would pay for a flight,
and then I would get a free flight, and then that first flight that I paid for, I would collect points for that flight. So that's working on another free flight there too with the points. And then I would pay for a flight, and then all of a sudden I would get bumped, and then I would get a voucher for another flight in the future. So I'm like, great, I'm going on this trip, and I'm gonna go see these countries, and I already got another voucher for the next trip. So then the next time I get ready to travel, you know, I pull out, you know, I got a voucher, now I can save $400 off this trip. So instead of taking a trip that's gonna cost me $600, I'm gonna take a trip that cost me $1,000 because now I get $400 off that $1,000 trip. So now I just pay $600 for the flights. But nowadays, I don't even pay $600 for the flights. Like, I don't even pay $600 for the flights now. And flying budget airlines, like flying Norwegian and flying WOW, I don't think you can do the bump thing. I don't think it's the same. Like, I don't think they oversell flights like Delta and the other airlines do. Like, the budget airlines, they're a whole nother beast. Like, the only free stuff you're gonna get out of them is, I don't know what you're gonna get free out of a budget airlines. But the big airlines, you can actually milk them a lot. You can get a lot of free stuff from Delta, United, and American, the big ones. Yeah, Delta's a good one. You bought our points for $50 off the value. That's what's up. I should actually use some of those. Southwest. I haven't flown with Southwest. I have flown with Southwest. It's been a long time since I have flown with Southwest. I have flown with Southwest. Make an offer. Make an offer. What kind of offer? What kind of offer you looking to make? I still got a piece of my falafel sitting here. I guess I'm gonna have a little mukbang because I'm about to eat this joint. Because I'm about to get ready to end this stream soon. I'm currently playing about vacation, but damn, you've been live for 2 hours. What are you talking about? I don't even know. You tell me. This is a long live stream, man. But I got good internet, so I gotta take advantage of it. I mean, I'll have good internet for like the next week, for sure. It's still raining out there? You gotta go. See you later, Michael. See ya. Definitely there'll be more travel videos very, very soon. Oh, you just wait. You just wait. You're in SF right now. I'm traveling. So I'm in SF right now. So if you watch this video a week from now, that may not be accurate, but I'm in SF right now. Or maybe I will be in SF if this flight thing goes through. I still want to respond to this girl. iPhone X, this iPhone 7. I'm not going to Vietnam on this trip, but like I said, Vietnam is definitely on the travel list. My dog has to pee. I gotta pee. So I'm trying to eat this so I can get out of here. So with some rain, I want to go skateboarding. Why you quit WeWork? So I'm still at WeWork now. I'm actually gonna quit at the end of this month, like next week. I'm gonna quit. I just don't fit in here. I just don't. Not at this WeWork. Like, I just don't fit in. Like bottom line, like I'm just too. I'm not like. I'm not like I don't even know what to say. Like I don't feel like I'm not disciplined enough for this place. Like I'm too much of a I'm too out there. Like I'm just I don't know. Yeah, so end of the month I'm not coming back. I haven't told the people downstairs because there's a lot of people that like a lot of people like me here. Like they think I'm cool because of the things I do, but then I don't really network with like a lot of people here. Like actually I don't yeah, I don't really network with that many people. I don't really make a lot of connections. Like I mean I have made some, but like I don't really make as many as I thought I would. You know? So that's why I don't really see it as important. And anyway, WeWork keeps me in San Francisco, and also WeWork keeps me here. It keeps me here. Like, if I did not have WeWork, I would not be here right now. And what I mean here in this building, if I did not have WeWork right now, I would be doing something else. What else would that be? Maybe I wouldn't be making as many YouTube videos. Maybe I would be, maybe, who knows what I would be doing, but it's something I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah, I feel like I just don't click in. I don't fit in with the environment. Oh, it's a falafel from Oasis what I'm eating. Ukraine. Why I quit WeWork. It's so funny because I'm here all the time. It does feel like I work here, but they don't pay me, you know? But I do work here, you know? How do you afford to live the SF? Is it the most expensive place? And why? Yeah, it is. How do I afford to live in SF? Just like all these other folks do. They work, they save money, they look for deals, they cut corners. Parking sucks at WeWork. It does. There's actually a garage right down here. A lot of people don't know about this garage. There's a new mall on Market Street that they just built, and it's not open. Like, I don't think it's probably gonna open for a little bit because they don't have tenants. Like, no one's moved into the mall, so it's a brand new mall, and they have a security guard sitting there to make sure, like, 6x6, to make sure, like, you know, homeless people don't break their windows and go sleep there. And underneath the mall, you won't see it on the front side because the front side is Market Street, but on the back side, there's this pretty big parking garage. It goes down like 3 levels. There was a guy at WeWork, this was a while ago, and he would park down there, and he told me that the parking spots were like $200 a month. And I was like, $200 a month for downtown? I'm like, man, that's cheap, bro. Like, for real, they got some more? You know, because like, $200 a month for downtown, like, that's nothing, yo. I mean, I'm pretty sure some folks are like, $200 to park your car, but like, downtown, I mean, $50 a week, like, ooh. Yeah, the homeless is sad, yo. Airbnb had a conference where they highlighted a couple that quit their jobs and live at Airbnbs for a year. Sounds familiar? Dude, okay, at this Airbnb that I'm staying at right now, bro, I want to say like everybody is a minimalist up in this joint. Like, so many people live out of Airbnbs. And then when I was checking into this Airbnb, like I was talking to the lady and she was like hella cool. And I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I've been, this is like month 13, like I've been living out of Airbnbs. She was like, oh, really? Well, you won't have any problems here. Because, you know, everybody else lives out of Airbnbs there too. So I was like, that's pretty cool. That's very different. Liberals rule the state of California. You know, as much as I love being a liberal, I still like to see some competition, you know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I still like to see something. Like, California has literally been ruled by liberals for a very long time. A very long time. And don't get me wrong, I'm liberal as fuck. And I guess that sounds very weird that I say that, you know, I don't know. I don't know. California has been Democratic for a very long time. I don't want to talk about politics. $125 for my scooter. Dang. In Santa Barbara, I had one of my homies was straight up trying to give me a scooter. Like he was like, "You want to take the scooter?" And I was thinking, well, I don't know how I'm gonna get it to SF. And it'd take me a week to ride that scooter up to SF. Because I had to stop and charge, not charge, but like stop and get gas. And you can't take the freeway. I would have to take back roads all the way from Santa Barbara to San Francisco. Oh, hell no. It would just be easier to just rent a car and take the thing apart and put it in the car. Or something. Or that's what I pay for a parking spot. Oh, hotel next door. We do work $50 a night for a private neighborhood. Oh, yeah. That's what I pay for a parking spot. Have you tried jump bike yet? Maybe I could make a video talking about jump bike. Yo, jumping on a jump bike. How would I do that? I gotta try jump bike. Jump bike looks really cool. How do they charge them though? Do they just drive around and like pick up a bike that's like not charged and they switch it with another one? Cause I was trying to figure that out. Like, yo, I don't want to get on one of them bikes and it ain't got no battery, but I just don't know how to use it, you know, obviously. Dude, you can rent a 4-go bike with your Clipper card. For real? For real? With a Clipper card? There's solar, but dude, I don't think, yo, I'm telling you, they're not completely solar. Like, I think the solar is only for the thing on the back. I don't think that it can power the bike. But if I'm not mistaken, it's pedal assist. It's not like throttle, right? It's just pedal assist. Because if it's just pedal assist, you can actually stretch it out a whole lot farther. You can get way more range out of it. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah, those four bikes are old school, yo. I mean, the 4 bikes were cool until Jump Bike started putting bikes around. When Jump Bike started putting bikes around, those 4 bikes are like trash, yo. Like, why would you want to ride on a 4 bike, you know? A pedal bike when you can, and it's the same price. I mean, 4 bikes, there's way more there are more 4 bike locations, but Jump Bikes are in just random places, which still makes Jump Bikes better. So guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna end this stream. That's how they're charging when stuff back in the hub. That's what I figured out. So I'm staying. That's just later. So written in the middle of stuff. That's what's up. You guys, so I'm gonna get off here. Really hope this flight went through. Really hope it did. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out, yo. Oh, peace out, Marley. Bike back to the hub. Oh, yeah, I see. Well, cool. I'm out, yo.